Hello, my name's Rob, and welcome to another quick review. This time I'm going to tackle another Netflix show, Altered Carbon. Now, after watching Stranger Things 2 and Dark, I kind of wanted something I could binge, sink my teeth into, but unfortunately I didn't find anything until Altered Carbon came along. Now, I never read the original 2002 novel or any of the books afterwards, so I didn't know what to expect. Now, in my opinion, recently a lot of cyberpunk kind of things have become boring because I think they're sacrificing excitement and action for thoughtfulness, which is great. But nowadays, when I get into something, I want it to be the complete package. Yeah, I want to think, but I also want to get excited and have awesome set pieces and action going on. This is it. And the awesomeness, best thing about it is they sacrifice nothing. They give you nothing. This is a living, breathing world that we are invited to. Now, it takes place in an unspecific time. Maybe in the book it gives one. But, okay. This doesn't give anything away because it's actually in the Netflix description of the show. That the main character is somebody that's been on ice or prison for 250 years. So, the technology that they have to stack people, which in the show is to put like a hard drive in your spinal cord that backs up all your thoughts, who you are. Essentially, it gathers your soul. And they've had those for over 250 years in this show. So, also another cool part, and I'm sorry to be jumping around, but this show has a lot and I don't want to give anything away. So, I'm just going to jump around to some of the awesome parts. That the show actually has other planets. And to wrap my head around it, I equate it a lot to Firefly. These are like, Earth colonies. And a lot of the storyline actually takes place on another planet and how the government is going after people and there's rebels. So very much like Firefly in that instance. Another great thing about this show is the acting. There are parts of it, not to give anything away, where in an instant you go from a humorous situation to a heartbreaking situation. And I have to say there were a couple parts of this show that I welled up just a little bit, but it was enough for me to say it has a nice emotional punch to it. And speaking of punch, the action in this show is amazing. I mean, it's a lot of, we got sort of like gun fu going on, kung fu, swords, guns, lasers, flechette guns, nail guns, craziness. But I can't recommend this show enough. I hear right now that it's getting kind of smoked with the whole Cloverfield paradox thing because they were released at the same time. But the beautiful thing about Netflix is you can give something a shot down the road. You don't need to jump in as soon as it's released. As of this taping, it's been out for a week and I finally saw it all. You need to invest the time. You will not be mistaken at all in doing it. But I do need to warn you about one thing. The show has gratuitous nudity, violence, as I said, a little bit of gore, well, a lot of gore, and harsh language. So it is of the Game of Thrones caliber, and if you're able to, if you're old enough, and if you're into that stuff, please check it out. It is awesome. Beautifully made. I heard it's the most expensive Netflix show so far, and it shows because it is beautiful. You are taken away into Earth of some future hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years from now. I'm sure it'll get some Blade Runner comparisons, but I think it's a whole different animal. Anyway, check it out. Thanks for watching Quick Reviews. My name is Rob. This is my side of the laundry room. See you next time. Stop the credits! I forgot to add a couple things. In my haste to make this a quick video, I left out some important points about this show that make it incredible. First, it is a hardcore detective story in the vein of some of the classic noirs. So much, in fact, that the main character wears a trench coat when he probably doesn't even need to, but it makes it feel like one of those hard-boiled detective novels. It twists and turns and goes in and out. It is a good story. Secondly, Matt Fryer, I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, but anyway, the original Max Headroom from the Max Headroom television show and the Pepsi commercials, I think it was Pepsi or Coke, whatever. That part's blurry, but the image of Max Headroom will always remain. But the actor himself plays a part in this, so it is a great nod back to the 80s cyberpunk era, origins, beginnings, whatever. Third, this TV show brings up some great questions about religion, faith, heaven, hell, souls, because of the whole point of stacking, that your soul is being uploaded and saved and put into new bodies. So when you do finally pass, is there a heaven? Will you go to heaven since you've abused your soul, abused God's plan? It's a thread that runs throughout the series, and it's very thought-provoking. But anyway, that's all I wanted to add right now. There's 100 other things that make this show great, but some of those have spoilers attached. So, catch it, watch it on Netflix, enjoy it, let me know what you think. Anyone that's read the book, hit me up in the comments to tell me how the show's different. Anyway, keep being rad, stay dorky, now back to the credits.